Hey guys, it's your boy V back with more Multified content, and today we are taking a look at level 80 beta variable in World Boss Legend and in Alliance Battle Legend. The season has changed, so sadly I cannot use him on Silent Season ABX because he cannot cancel. But just wanted to try out this build. It's a very basic build with beta variable, and we do have the similar mighty rays that we had before. We still don't have the artifact, mythic uniform, and the cards and sword look like as follows. I have made slight changes to the rotation that I was using before. So my friend Mashi actually have been using, like I was using 4-3-5-6 before, or basically just using that to cancel. What I'm gonna do now is 4-3-5 and into 6 skill right here, cancel, and then 2-1 or 4-3, repeat the rotation. So basically the fifth skill before the sixth skill is what we're gonna do. Absolutely, and that's gonna be the only major change that I made. So we'll go 5 usually, and then into the sixth skill after this lands. This is the only thing that has changed in the rotation. It's kind of gave me slight better burst damage potential in World Boss Legend and Alliance Battle as well. We'll check out more stuff later on that. So first of all, we start off with Null. This is a Mighty Rage, so this is not the performance that you might be expecting from Able. He's still very strong, but a Judgment will absolutely surpass the rate score by a long shot, which I actually do believe that will happen. And Judgment will be the best CTP for Beta Rebel because being an elemental character, he does an insane amount of damage, just like Odin does compared to a Rage. Odin, Judgment is just extremely powerful in World Boss Legend. Rage still gets the job done, but Judgment is at different another level in World Boss Legend. So that will be the same thing for Beta Rebel. So if you really want to build your Beta Rebel for, I would say, World Boss Legend only and want some decent performance in other game modes, I think a Mighty Judgment or a Brilliant Judgment on this guy is a really good choice to dish out as much damage as you actually can, and he's very strong with that. Apart from that, as far as the Alliance Battle performance is concerned and everything else, the rumors, the information, the whatever I've been hearing about Beta Rebel in Alliance Battle is not good somehow. So I'm not exactly sure how many of you guys know, but I've seen some screenshots. Actually, not actually screenshot. I forgot. It depends obviously on the account to account, but for Beta Rebel specifically, I have not been hearing really good things in Alliance Battle. Sadly, it feels like he's a World Boss Legend character with support capabilities, obviously, for the Alien Hero Male Day, which is the 35% damage increase for all the alien characters. And all those alien characters on that day, obviously, are gonna be buffed along with, I would say, if you're using, say, Star-Lord, then you can use basically Groot and Beta Rebel now instead. That's the best team now instead of Hulkling. If you're using someone else, Beta Rebel is always in the team. Odin obviously is lightning damage, so you can use his leadership. Thor in the third post or second post, and then on the third slot you can basically use Beta Rebel to buff up your Odin score as well. So even with the rage, as you can see, 74 Mephisto is piece of cake. I'm gonna do a Kang World Boss Legend run after this one. Sadly, no higher stages was available, so I could not try him out on like a higher stage, but he is definitely melting through this thing. I took basically Robbie Rays for this run. I don't think, like, somehow Ghost Rider gets humongous damage increase when using Robbie Rays in the team up, but it feels like when it comes to Beta Rebel, it's not the exact case. I tried in ABX and some people are saying, why are you not using Robbie Rays instead of someone like Nova, which usually is better, which we saw in Ghost Rider's case, but that's not exactly the case for this guy. And somehow maybe it could be because of, I don't know, something has to do with the base damage and everything. The fire damage alone does not help that much. Now, I don't know why. At least as a support, it should. Ghost Rider still is the best support for this guy. And Kang is where you will see the damage dropping a lot after the first phase. And I'm not sure if there are like more buff that Kang activates. The good thing is that once you activate the fifth skill, even if Kang moves, it will follow the Kang's movement. And you can see it stays 28, level 80. Yes, we do have White Fox on the team up with the paywall uniform, but he's doing quite a bit of damage. Very few characters at level 80 can deal this type of damage with not the optimal CTP. Rage is not the best for this guy for basically World Boss Legend, although he absolutely is getting the job done with a rage CTP. Judgment will definitely be much faster. The type damage from Judgment will help him deal even more damage from the skills, because the base damage from the skill is basically fire, which is elemental, and all that damage will get boosted up even more compared to other characters because it's basically elemental buff. And we have seen it so many times that Judgment can come in clutch for certain contents like World Boss Legend, where the defenses of the bosses is not that high compared to Alliance Battle. Because if you choose, like, even for Alliance Battle ABX, Judgment can be useful up to some extent, even for Ghost Rider. We have done that Brilliant Judgment test before. But for Alliance Battle Legend, because the defenses of the Surtur are so extremely high, that Judgment, even with all that elemental damage, the damage resistance is so high that Rage becomes a must-have for Alliance Battle Legend, and if you really want to optimize your score, and that's where the real value actually comes. As you can see, after the second phase or after 1 or 2 phases, the damage really gets low for Kang. We're not, like, we're still doing the rotation, but we are doing barely the damage that we were doing before, which kind of is a bit concerned about that. So I'm not sure, maybe because of Kang's movement, all of a sudden the kind of becomes just too hard to handle, I suppose, or it's just the damage issue. So maybe Kang gets a buff after this phase. I have not checked out that muscle icon over there on top of his HP bar, but yeah, he does. He is quite good. Level 80. I'm definitely happy with the performance in World Boss Legend, and probably he could be a really good option who don't have tier 4 Thor or tier 4 Odin, because he shares exactly the same tags, maybe one or two less tags compared to Odin. Now I made a mistake here. I was running Shuri, so I could not die. I survived, but sadly I switched out, so we will be taking about 10 to 12 seconds extra time because of that swap. So yep, I absolutely am not a fan of that. Totally my mistake. Shouldn't have done it, but it's okay. He can still die. Survivability could be an issue. Not normally, but after the awaken skill, because the awaken skill is not exactly totally iframe, so I suppose he could lose that. And damage wise, he's okay, I would say, like 1.5 bar right here, but I was expecting, well, I was not exactly expecting this much. It's still good for a rage. Judgment, definitely his score will increase, so we'll be clearing the stage with this rotation, I suppose, and we are done. Not bad for that. Now Alliance Battle, the season has changed. It's Snare, Betrayable cannot cancel. So this is not the optimal team. I would rather go with the Nick Fury or Valkyrie as the third support, I would say, or second support, Fox and that. We will be using Taskmaster to cancel for Betrayable. Now, I heard and I saw the old video comments that my rotation was not exactly optimal, and I probably, because I was only using the ABX rotation, and ABLs, it seems to be that you have to play him slightly, just slightly different, and wow. I cannot even use a third skill for that damage and buff actually. So yeah, it's not exactly optimal is what I'm doing right here, but it still is okay. I'm gonna use this. Look at this. This is absolutely not an optimal run. I can increase the score for sure, but I just wanted to give this rotation a try and see how much we can do. And I felt that we actually are doing slightly more damage than we were doing before. Now, this is, I don't know if this was the right. So see what I'm doing here. I will be collecting with my 5th skill and see how I do it. This is not exactly how I imagined it, but I'm gonna go here, 4-3, collect it with my 5th skill, and then into the transcend skill. Now, I'm not sure if this is the best scenario or the best way to collect the light phase, or it's actually better to collect it with the transcend skill and then go into the normal skill. So this is, I can probably debate on you guys. You guys can let me know if you do think that this is the best way to collect light phase. I felt this actually really felt good with the light phases, and I don't think it's gonna make a big difference from there, because if I collect with the transcend skill, it's gonna push my fifth skill rotation about, I think, what, 2-3 seconds behind of the light phase, which I don't exactly enjoy doing. So that's why I'm kind of, just, I don't know, testing, experimenting which one works best. Although one thing is surely for sure is that he as a character, at least in Alliance Battle, only feels like a support. Now this is actually with almost no, I suppose, theme bonus, collection bonus. So his damage, pierce, attack and everything else will increase with the buffs that we get from the Guardians of the Galaxy collection. But I'm not exactly sure if that's something that would change the destiny, change this thing. I'm not sure what I'm saying. Okay, we'll correct once again with this, and right here you guys can tell me, let me know in the comment section if you think this is the best way to play this guy. I made a mistake. I collected the light very late, so we will be missing out at least 5 seconds or 3 seconds worth of damage. Absolutely, we could have touched 9 million with this run, maybe slight more. So he's okay, I would say. Maybe the tier 4 boost that he gets after the advancement is just not enough to make him the best. I'll try and do a tier 4 beatable showcase later down the line. Gladiator seems very promising also and scores a lot more. Maybe double dip for combat hero ABX and alien male hero Alliance Battle Legend. So I'll do that content very soon as well. The potential has been very bad for all these characters and the RNG has been crazy. Although, do let me know what you think about the video. Do let me know what you think about Beta Ray Bill. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you already have not. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. I'll let you know more about these characters in the later videos. Take care.